Mass shootings, hits, everything happening downtown, primarily around our bar district, River North. This is literally what Hood Eats is made of right here. Is there always just a unit sitting here? God damn, you start tailgating people in that. Pretty tiny, and it smells like mold pretty bad. Jesus, it's a Karen. We haven't ran into a Karen on the channel in a really long time. Captain Jack, holy hell. Thank you. You want to go fast? I'll push you. Push him right into the back of the bus. What is up, guys? It is your least favorite moto vlogger, Brian636, on my 636, and welcome to Hood Eats episode 92. That means there's only 7 more episodes until 100. That is absolutely nuts. Today we are starting in what might not be considered the hood. This is downtown. We're in the South Loop right now, and we're actually heading to a brand new neighborhood for Hood Eats, and it might take a lot of you guys by surprise. Today we are heading to the near north side. Just got done doing all types of fluids on this, brake fluid, coolant, oil, filters, basically everything we can to prep this thing for Broward on top. So I want to go out and test ride it a little bit, get something to eat, and talk a whole lot of history and current events, as this neighborhood is full of them. And when I say this neighborhood, I am really talking about the north side of downtown when you say the near north side, because there's, you know, the South Loop, the Loop, and then there's the near north side, which all three are really considered downtown. Look at this. Oh, they got all these cool balloons here. I don't even know why. Grand opening. It's the grand opening. This place has been open forever. She was empty. She had her gas light on the whole way here. Even with a stunt tank, she's holding a lot. Forgot how much it holds, like 2.5, even empty. Pretty cool. What are you doing, working on the gas pumps?
Yeah, there's a problem with the printer on that side, so...
Oh, really? Is my gas okay that I just put in there?
Yes. I tell you.
Is the octane pretty true around here?
Yeah, and it's all like your independence, like, you know, like your Sitkos and marathons.
Okay. Sometimes I've heard of guys filling up at some of the gas stations on like the west side and the south side, and it's watered down or...
Yeah, well, not really watered down, just like you said, the octane isn't there.
The octane. So you're hitting 93, but you're really still getting 87.
Or you're getting 85. You know?
There we go. Okay. That's what I've always thought. I've always hit 87 just because I'm like, whatever, it's all the same. So.
But with BP and Shell, you're good to go.
BP and Shell are pretty good. That's cool. There you go. All right, guys. Hood Eats episode 92. Let's go. What are we doing? Who are we screwing? And we're downtown. Beep, beep. Right under Van Buren. So we're in the Loop. This is as downtown as it gets. And the near north side is right on the other side of the river. Here's the federal court building, man. That's where you got to go when you've been a bad boy to the feds. What a beautiful late October day, too. I cannot ask for better riding weather than this. All right, guys, as we cross over this beautiful Chicago River, we exit the Loop and we head into the near north side. The near north side is comprised of a couple little pocket areas that a lot of Chicagoans might be familiar with. River North, the Gold Coast, Cabrini Green, pretty much everything in between the river and Lincoln Park is considered the near north side if you are downtown. I like your pants. We're matching. You got the camel memo today. Now, right off the bat, guys, you might be saying, Brian, this is Hood Eats. What the hell are you doing downtown? And I would agree. I did a special episode down here one time just to kind of show how beautiful our downtown really is, to kind of show that tale of two cities. However, in recent years since then, COVID happened. Man, that was a long time ago, but yeah, COVID happened and riots happened down here, and more people felt more comfortable coming downtown and doing crimes, with just shootings here and there in River North around the bar district, and it's continued to progress to now mass shootings, hits, everything happening downtown, primarily around our bar district, River North.
Police have confirmed this shooting that left 2 men and 2 women in their 20s dead was not random. This was a targeted shooting. I asked the Chicago police superintendent about concerns that this incident was gang-related, with corresponding concerns about retaliation. This new video shows the moment the car drove up to Artist Lounge at Chicago and Franklin, the people inside firing guns. You can actually see the flashes of light from the gunfire. We've blurred the images of the victims. The calls for help started coming in around 11, with 18 people shot, 4 of them killed.
It was right here about 3 months ago, where it says space for lease, that one of the biggest mass shootings of this year happened. It happened at Mellow Bucks' album release party. A pretty notable female rapper here. Pretty common in the city to shut down businesses after a shooting happened, especially one this big. But if you guys cannot see, this is the heart of this neighborhood, and especially of downtown. This is Chicago Ave and Franklin Street. So for multiple vehicles with multiple shooters in it to come by and spray up an event happening here, it takes the city a lot more by surprise than, you know, 18 something people shot on the west or south side. And yes, in this one instant, 18 people were shot, 4 killed, 14 wounded. I go, boy. That's a good looking doggo. And you're a good looking bike that's ready to go on some trips and get out of this cold weather. Your boy's wearing latex. So guys, obviously rest in peace to the 4 people that lost their life in this shooting. And something tells me, since CPD still doesn't have anyone in custody, that CPD is not running this investigation. Because a lot of the times when we see big shootings of notable people at notable places downtown, FBG Duck, the feds get involved. And there's a whole lot of reasons why the feds might get involved, because obviously the people that are doing the shootings are not likely from this neighborhood, this place, and a lot of times it does come down to money and organized crime. Not saying Mellow Bucks is or is not into that, or doesn't have links to any organized crime or gang, but something tells me it's been pretty quiet ever since, you know, one of the city's biggest shootings in, obviously, downtown. Something tells me the feds have taken over that as well, and it's going to take some time before those arrests are made. That's just a guess. The near north side is also home to one of 2 of the Cook County Sheriff's outposts in the city of Chicago. They strategically did this around COVID as there was an uptick in crime here. And while we are talking about an uptick of crime in River North, I'll tell you how it stands. For decades, my whole childhood, this was always considered one of the safest neighborhoods in the entire city. Now, there was 43 people shot here just so far this year. This is not last year, this is current. 43 people shot so far this year, 11 of them fatally, and 32 wounded. This makes the near north side the 12th most violent neighborhood in the city of Chicago. I couldn't believe it when I saw those statistics myself, just because, I mean, bro, what? We have 77 neighborhoods here in the city of Chicago. This means pockets of the west and the south side are now more safe than the home to some of our city's wealthiest residents and finest shopping and businesses. When I am talking about the bar district and stuff, just take a look down Hubbard Street. It really is one of our city's core pieces of nightlife. JoJo's, Rock Bar, Howl at the Moon, Boss Bar back there. A lot of nightclubs are down here. So it's just kind of crazy. Why is this ram on my ass? Like, bro, you're coming up to a red light. Why are you on my nuts? Should we ask him? Why are you on my nuts, bro? All
right, guys, sorry for interrupting this week's video. I just wanted to showcase the misguided shiesties that we have. These are great for cold weather, warm weather. I always wear one underneath my helmet, and we finally came out with our own that riders have absolutely loved the past month here. So check out the link down in the description. We tagged it right there. They're only 19 bucks, and 10 out of 10 recommend you guys try them out. Let's get back to this week's video.
How's it going? Huh? Good. How's your day going? Let me see it. Does it fit you? God damn, you start tailgating people in that. This guy, huh? Guy's got his Halloween mask ready. I don't know what's scarier, your mask or your Ram truck on my nuts. Thank you, I appreciate it. So I have pretty eyes. He just looked at me and laughed. He's like, we got Brian doing a Hood Eats downtown. Dude, this front end feels great today. Especially for having cold tires. Shout out the guys over at Misguided for bleeding this front brake and rear brake and everything really well. I guess I haven't done any wheelies, so I haven't tested the handbrake, but let's see. Well, she'll lock it up and kill my bike, so that means it's working. Speaking of testing out my brakes, let's test out this handbrake, huh? Start off with a seat stander, just drop back a little bit. Whenever you bleed your brakes, you really want to get used to the new feel of it, you know? Because it always does have a little bit different point of engagement. The spreader, scrape the spreader. Hello. And how can we talk about this neighborhood and not talk about Cabrini Green? There's always cops that sit here at the row houses. Is there always just a unit sitting here? On both ends. Is that just because of the row houses? Yeah. Okay. How long have you guys been with the district here? Oh, really? All right, happy Halloween. I was about to go down the wrong way on a one-way in front of those boys, so we'll whip a Yui and talk to you what I was going to talk about. If you're from Chicago, especially in the 90s, and I say the word housing projects, a couple names might come to mind. The Robert Taylor homes, maybe the Loudon homes, but I promise you, Cabrini Green is on that list. Cabrini Green was one of the most violent and notable housing projects that the city has ever created. Back in the early 2000s, we knocked down the major homes, the mega projects that were Cabrini Green that you could see from the highway. However, the row houses of Cabrini Green still are semi-occupied to this day. And there's police cars on both ends of this with shot spotters. This is in the heart of downtown. Like I was saying though, most of these row houses are boarded up and abandoned, but there is still some that have vacancy. People still living at them. Very similar to the Altgale Garden homes that we saw, just on a much smaller scale down on the far south side. But that was always the city of Chicago's big thing, was it wasn't downtown, it wasn't valuable real estate. And I do think that Cabrini Green got knocked down first and has pretty much been all but abandoned and forgot because of its location. It's kind of crazy riding down here in Cabrini Green. I cannot believe it's taken 92 episodes for me to talk about Cabrini Green, home to the Candyman, home to a lot of infamous Chicago crime. Let's cut into the buildings here. Just crazy that this piece of property exists downtown. This is kind of eerie being here, to be honest, because this used to be home to hundreds of families, and if we're talking about the high rises, thousands of families. And truly, the city of Chicago made this problem exist, and now we're still kind of dealing with some of the repercussions of it to this day. Wild man doing wheelies through the old abandoned Cabrini Green. Check out what one of these units used to look like, huh? Pop this off. All that is my ND filter. I know it's going to be hard to see in here, but pretty tiny, and it smells like mold pretty bad. Then it has an upstairs unit as well. She's sitting pretty, man. Just 170. I know it's a little bit colder out today, but first floor here. Hello, maintenance. Anyone in here? Damn. What up? Alright, enough goofing around. What do you think? Let's get some air on her, huh? Sitting at 180. You guys have been on so many stunt rides with me when I'm banging this thing all the way to like 200. Lots of graffiti out here too. Crazy, some of these units are still occupied like this too, and people living in them. Just knowing how long they've been around for and how long Chicago Housing Authority has kind of let them drift in the abyss. You know, the fact that some people are still here is just kind of wild. You guys think some tight circles here? I think it's possible. Right around this manhole cover. This is literally what Hood Eats is made of right here. Exploring parts of the city. Huh? I can't? Huh?
Private property, that's all.
Oh, okay. Alright. Huh? You like seeing the wheelies?
Yeah, but we just can't have nobody right back here, we'll get in trouble. Let me see you do something.
I got you. I practice, man.
Oh yeah, but that's the problem though.
Yeah. No, I got you. I can't believe that some of people still live in some of these, huh? So this side is all condemned? Okay, I got it. Why is that? Just because of mold and stuff? Wow. So the last piece of Cabrini still left, right? That'll be the last piece of Cabrini left. Okay. They tore down the original like mega property like 2001, 2002? Okay, early 2000s. So, all right, y'all. Happy Halloween. I'm careful. And we gone. See you later. I guess we'll let the kid rabbit. He wanted the rabbit. You want rabbit? Go ahead. Bang it off the chip. Go ahead. No. See that, guys? Blew some blue smoke there, huh? Guys, how have I made it this far into the vlog and not really talked about the history of the near north side? The near north side is considered to be the city's oldest neighborhood. Why is it considered the city's oldest neighborhood? It is home to the city's first resident. Yes, you know who I'm talking about, John Baptiste DuSable, the same guy that we just renamed Lakeshore Drive after. You know how most of the time I'm saying this neighborhood was annexed in 1860, 1850 something? This neighborhood, this piece of Chicago, was annexed in 1780. Yes, it is that old. John Baptiste DuSable settled on the shores of the Chicago River back when it was currently flowing into Lake Michigan, not before we reverted it to carry our trash downstate. Can you rev it? No? You want to go fast? I'll push you. Yeah? Okay. I don't think he speaks English. Go ahead. Yeah, go, go, go. Push him right into the back of a bus. I've also made it this far without thinking about a restaurant. I am starving. I haven't eaten today. If you guys can notice something about this neighborhood, I just noticed it just now. I can't believe it's taken me this long. But when we're normally doing hood eats, you normally don't see younger women walking with coffees in these other violent neighborhoods. You know what I mean? There's not very many young women walking around by themselves with a coffee in their yoga pants in Englewood or in North Lawndale. I don't have it. Most of the time, I don't have girls say I got pretty eyes in those neighborhoods. So, kind of take me by surprise that this is up there now with some of our most violent. The neighborhood of the near north side was officially annexed in 1780. It was just known as Chicago back then because the city hadn't really expanded outwards. You know, we're talking about when we had wood cabins here and Fort Dearborn. Because yes, if you didn't know, Chicago originally kind of expanded because soldiers from Fort Dearborn began settling here. And it's just a great location. How can Cabrini exist here? How can Ohio House Hotel still exist downtown? Old ratchety ass motel. Now that looks good. The Schneider Deli. Take out or eat in. Might end up having to try that out, huh? Let me spin the block real quick, make sure my ops aren't on it. We'll come back. Kidding, Brian 636 ain't got no ops that I know of.
And Brian 636 when I catch you, bro. Brian 636 when I catch you, bro.
And more abandoned buildings. The Rainforest Cafe. Core childhood memory coming down here to the Rainforest Cafe with the shitty animatronics and poor little fishies all boxed up. I think it would even sprinkle when it rains. You guys are going up? Oh, okay. Sorry. As a union worker. Look at them going up to wash the windows, dude. What a nuts job. They got to get it past the street signs and lampposts. Yeah, they get it past the street signs, lampposts. Now this, they got to get it past. And then they'll be able to start using the motors to get them up. Terrifying. Thank you. Shout out to Chicago Fire. Go ahead. Go save a life. We love you. Just hope you guys do the same for me one day if I ever gotta get in an ambulance. I've seen entire stunt rides like clear out like Moses clearing the sea just so the Chicago Fire Department can get people with life-threatening injuries to the hospital. I've seen it. It's really cool. So I always thought that's a cool part of the riding community that most riders will not just get out of the way, but they'll try to help an emergency vehicle get to where they're going. Ooh, Portillo's sounds good. Man, there's so much good food down here. The old rock and roll McDonald's. This BP here not only has been the home to several of my videos, like where they've ended and stuff. It used to be a pretty big hub of the riding scene here in Chicago. And sometimes I still think it is, because sometimes I still see riders hanging out down there. I don't know why it just kind of got burnt up. Once that McDonald's stopped being rock and roll McDonald's, this kind of stopped being rock and roll BP to me. So, I don't know. Parking for hotel guests only. Oh, that's parking for the deli guests. All right, good girl, you stay here. Yeah, you're feeling really good. Feeling good. Feeling like you're ready to go to LA. Feeling like you're ready to go to Broward. We got Broward first, then LA. Yo, how'd you spot me?
Well, I saw you pull in.
The bike? Appreciate it, man. You're the first one that spotted me today. Beautiful. Let's check it out. Have you eaten here before? No. I'm in the same boat. Hello. Could I have the half-pound corned beef sandwich, please? Thank you. motel lady is scared of me because I'm standing by her window. And we're right by the G-Wagon. But guys, I'm gonna wait a little bit for that sandwich. It looks like they're pretty busy in there. Turn off this battery, save a little bit of it. We're only halfway done. Can't wait to eat. I'm so hungry. Let's go wait. Talk about a big sandwich, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. Yeah, guys, that was good. Schneider Deli, not bad. Not bad at all, to be honest. But as soon as I ordered the corned beef, I felt like I was cheating on like a long lost favorite, and it brought me back to one of my favorite hoodies. Top 3 for sure. Top 3. AP Deli, especially the one down on 108th in Michigan. Not saying I don't like the one on 75th and something, but man, I just can't compare a corned beef after I've eaten AP Deli, because this was like, you know, bigger chunks of corned beef. It's not like melt in my mouth like AP Deli is. The hell is this thing? Is this a Lucid? It is a Lucid. A little dog in the coat. A little dog in the coat. That's the type of bougie I'm trying to be, with a dog with a coat. Can we just put my bike on this thing and send it up? I guess we could. What the fuck? You? Me? What the hell? Bye. You can get my license plate, it's right there. You can get my license plate. Is this a Karen? Jesus, it's a Karen. We haven't ran into a Karen on the channel in a really long time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I don't know what I did or said to piss her off. She started beating off. Think she want to get my plate. Damn, it's a little cold there at the top down, but that thing's cool, huh? That thing's cool. Ooh, the blue on the blue. I guess I really haven't talked about this neighborhood's borders, huh? To the south is the Chicago River. To the north is North Avenue. Pretty easy to remember. To the east is Lake Michigan, even easier to remember. And to the west is the Dan Ryan Expressway, 9094. So it's really easy to remember where you are when you're in the near north side. Navy Pier is a part of the near north side. I don't know, are people getting shot down here during the fireworks? I don't know. I've never been to Navy Pier for a hoodie, so that's for damn sure, huh? You think, give it a touch? Yo! Yo! A little too easy. Can I just get that lower, or are my arms that long? Look at that, man. Pretty. The security's gonna come over here. What the fuck are you doing? Captain of the helm. They mark our passage as a race of men. Earth will not see such ships as these again. John Mansfield. Wow. All the taxis and tourists that you could ever imagine down here. This is like one of the top touristy spots in the city, I think, is Navy Pier. I don't come here nearly as much as I probably should. Oh, look at that, man, the ghost bike here. I know we've talked about that on the channel once or twice, but that is what happens here in the city of Chicago when a bicyclist rider has been hit and killed by a car, bus, something like that. It's really kind of sombering to see that. Really sad. Dude, look at this, the NC 700. Remember when we were in Florida, we saw someone stunting one of these things. This thing is sick. It's a cool bike. You wouldn't really think it would make a good stunt bike, but it makes a good stunt bike. Or no, it was in Houston, my bad. It was at ESR. We saw a guy stunting one. It was really cool. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Just an old crackhead lady was filming me, probably called me into the cops. Hey, this guy was revving his motor. I think he even did a wheelie. Congratulations on graduating, sailor. This is like always where they come after they graduate, is downtown. And then we get quite a few that come into Misguided after they graduate, to be honest. We've gotten quite a few, because the Great Lakes Naval Station where they go to boot camp is straight north of Chicago, about an hour. So a lot of them, before they leave, they'll come to Chicago for a day. At the frickin' Harry Potter store. Captain Jack? Holy hell.
I can't hear you.
Is that you, Captain Jack?
Jack Sparrow.
Oh, you're Jack Sparrow. Okay. Ah, you dress like that every day? Oh, just today. Still keeping our head on the swivel down here, boys, but definitely is pretty nice to just come down here and enjoy some music, and what all the tourists get to enjoy about our city, which is the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful side of it. Crazy. 12th most violent neighborhood in the city? Doesn't feel like it, right? Who's he on, the guitar? Oh, he's on the bass. That's cool. That's cool. All right, guys, and just how we crossed over the Chicago River to get to the near north side, we are now crossing back over it to get us into the loop, to get us back towards the expressways and a lot of the major streets that run myself back into where the hell I came from, which is not downtown. Wes, baby. There's so many tourists down here today. It's a Friday, so I guess people maybe take a long weekend or whatever and come and check out my cool city. I mean, hell, you guys all watch the videos to check out my cool city. Some people want to come see it in person. But Hood Eats is a series that is based on bringing you to places that tourists and you might not normally go. So I hope you can take this one with a little bit of a grain of salt, you know, because this is the Chicago that most people think of. I'm just surprised that there is more and more violence flowing into it, that it's now the 12th most violent neighborhood. We have 77 neighborhoods here in the city, so kind of wild. What is it, a taxi? Or just painted like a taxi? It's just painted like a taxi. All right, guys, as I head into the South Loop here under the beautiful L, I just want to thank you guys for being here for all 92 episodes with me. If you haven't checked out all of them, check out the link down there. Just hit Hood Eats. It'll lead you to all the rest of the series. I know this isn't a typical one, being downtown and whatnot. Most of the time we're out in the neighborhoods. But if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to give it a big fat like. If you're new here, hit subscribe. I appreciate all you guys that do. Check out the rest of the series and leave something for me down in the comments. I like to respond to them and see what you guys are thinking and what you're liking and what you're not. As always though, Chicago, put the guns down, respect life, respect each other. I promise you it ain't that serious. And as always, this is your least favorite motovlogger, Brian636, signing out from downtown. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.